Hey, we're starting a little early, but we can talk more. We have River Ryan having his second outstanding start. We had Justin Wrobleski with an outstanding start yesterday. And of course, there was a lot of controversy with 2 outs in the sixth inning of both games with the same batter coming up. Unbelievable. There are no coincidences. But this is Tim Rogers. This is the Blue Madness podcast, the BMP, a production of Dodgers 2080. We have a lot of things to talk about. So let's start talking about them. First and foremost, let's go right up to some bookmarks. Okay, the controversy, which spread from yesterday and now is also today. Gosh, what happened? Oh, yeah. Yesterday, Justin Wrobleski was cruising. He'd given up no earned runs. First and third, 2 outs. He'd gotten the last two guys out. Yes, there was a hard hit ball from wait, I don't like to talk about the guy. Jordan, right? Let's still talk about it. Alvarez. We don't want to talk about that guy. But we do. Because he had a hard hit out. I get it. Then Dave Roberts goes out, pulls Wrobleski to bring in a struggling, and let's be honest, a very struggling Evan Phillips, who promptly gave up some hits that were kind of okay. They were, the BABIP thing. Oh my gosh, it was, BABIP, blah blah blah. Okay, fine. I'll buy some of that. But at the end of the day, there was not enough swing and miss there. And the Dodgers ended up losing this game. And it wasn't just Phillips, so it wasn't just that move. It wasn't, we had Hudson give up a couple. Trinan came in, did his thing, and then, with the up, down, up, first pitch to that little punk, gave up the game-winning home run to that little punk that plays third base for the previous the Trastros, right? So we saw that, and yeah, that happened. And then today, River Ryan, kind of the same thing. Gets Jordan Alvarez to fly out to left. Probably wasn't hitting near on the button as the one yesterday, but he's at 91 pitches. Runners, what was it, first and third? Whatever. Didn't matter. Two guys on. And comes Dave Roberts. Pulls him, brings in Alex Vesia, who's been terrible. His velocity's way down. And what happens is, of course, we lets in a run. I mean, he goes, well, no, there's one on. Sorry, there's one on. And first pitch, Diaz dude hits a home run. Why are you coming left to right? They say, oh, the reverse splits and all that. So I do have the explanation that I think this is true. It's about the pitch count. I know a lot of you are going to go, the pitch count that guys used to throw, blah, blah, blah. Hey, this is a different game. I've talked about that. We've talked about this over and over. It is a different game. These guys throw a lot harder than they used to, and a lot harder every pitch in terms of percentage of effort. It's a different game. And let's remember, River Ryan missed almost all of spring training. We talked about that. And then he finally comes back. His first start at Rancho, 34 pitches, then 59 pitches, then 57, 67 to the ACL, nothing. And then his debut, 53 or 73. And today at 91. So I truly believe there was a hard limit of 90. And as soon as he hit 90 and the batter was done, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So that's the difference. And that's why it happened. Now, do I like it? I always try to favor the pitchers. I always do. I really want the pitchers to get things. Now, Wrobleski got robbed of his first major league win. I hate that. I do. I hate it. Fortunately, Ryan did not get robbed of his. But, it's happened, I think, a couple times now with Wrobleski. This is getting just not right. So there is that controversy. And I saw a question, but Ryan and Johnson threw hard too. Okay, Nolan Ryan had thighs bigger than my stomach, and I'm big. I'm a little too big. Randy Johnson was a freak. He was 6'10". Those were different specimens. We're talking about guys that are 5'11", maybe 6 foot. They are throwing harder as every pitch, 100%. Ryan and Johnson still weren't throwing 100% every pitch. Okay, they were also today. They're gripping the ball a lot harder to get the spin. That's what's going on. So every single pitch is the last pitch to save your life. That's what it is. That is what's going on. You don't have to like it. I don't like it. I don't like the way this is going. I don't like these guys getting Tommy John surgery. But these guys are just going balls out. And plus, you got to look at all the history of these kids throwing hundreds and thousands of pitches a year while being 6 years old. Oh, Showtime, we are talking about that list for sure. I have it on my agenda. We're going to talk about that later. But I do want to give a shout out, though, just kind of the main thing, to our young starters. They've really have saved the day. They've saved the day. Even I know Gavin Stone did not have a good start, but on Friday. But come on, these guys have been great. Landon Knack's in that mix. I know Bobby Miller has not had a good year, but Landon Knack, Justin Wrobleski, Gavin Stone, and River Ryan. I mean, there's more. I mean, it's just more and more. So, yeah, and those guys stepped up. Calvin Biggio, guy took a lot of crap, but, he hit a home run yesterday, had a key hit today, right? So, I'm pretty thirsty today. I'm trying to get the link for this thing to show up in my. We'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I have some questions to get the trade deadline stuff started, and I want to talk through those a bit because we got questions from a friend of mine, my college roommate. So I'm going to send him this right now. So he has the link. Copy link. Let's see. Live right now to do your questions. So we've seen Ted come in there. Say hi to Ted. Pastor Ted. He pastor of a church. College roommate. And the funny thing is we actually have the same birthday, which is coincidental. Classic, though, but pretty funny. So hopefully Ted will be on in a minute because it is time. It really is time to talk about the trade deadline. So Ted's questions, just to get started, and a couple of them may be irrelevant because of trades today. So asking about acquiring pitchers, of course, or a power hitting outfielder before trade deadline. He talks about Crochet, but he's injured and wants more dollars. Unlikely. I agree. I am, and I tweeted it. I'm not trading River Ryan for a guy like Crochet. The only guy that moves the needle for me, for River Ryan type guys, are Scooble. That's it. It's a list of one. Jack Flaherty, yes, and Howard Cole had a really good point. He's supposed to start on Tuesday, or maybe it's tomorrow. Dodgers could trade for him right now, and he starts on Tuesday against the Padres. Fortunately, Dodgers have an off day tomorrow. Thank goodness. Tanner Scott, oh yes, we still want Tanner Scott. Now we did see the heavy cost that the Padres ended up paying for that reliever. Something at him. I can't. Sorry about the brain. Let me look at my trade. So if y'all know, I do have a trade page that's listing everything going on. Here it is. I do this every year. I started early this year. Jason Adam. That's it. I was going to say Justin Adam. Jason Adam. They gave up a lot for him. However, that dude's got 2.5 years or whatever of control. That's not the case with Tanner Scott. With Tanner Scott, it's 3 months if you include, Skubal is unlikely. I agree, Ted. A's closer Miller injured now, not likely. I don't think he was ever likely for the Dodgers, but boy, with watching some of what we saw. Rich Hill, old, not better than Paxton, and probably worse than Paxton. I mean, Rich Hill was, y'all know, I am one heck of a fan of Rich Hill, but he was bad last year with the Padres. But if he comes just to fill in a little bit, great. Get him a ring somehow, but he probably wouldn't touch more than a couple games. Outfielder Robert, not good numbers, not better than what we have. Yeah, I think Robert is an outstanding player, but one of the talents out there is to be in the lineup, right? You got to be in the lineup. What's the point of trading for a guy if he's not in the lineup? And he's having a bad year, and there's no guarantee he's going to get better with the Dodgers. A lot of guys, they come to the Dodgers, not a lot, but some of these guys, they come to the Dodgers and they start sucking. So, yeah. And so he already sucks. And, I'm not a big fan of all these guys with all the glamour looks. I'm just like, why would we get another one of those? Or another guy that could just be an attitude issue with, hey, look at me. Hey, I don't like the hey, look at me players. I like the contributors. And then he asks, I know Bazooka is due back soon. Yes, and so is Michael Grove. So, Ted, those are my thoughts on those as best as I could do. Hopefully you're able to catch this. But, yeah, I appreciate it. So let's go back. So I see a lot of the Snell stuff. Hey, y'all know that I'm all in on Snell. I was so hard up on him during spring training. I mean, I thought my best video when I talked about Snell. I did it I call it 11 minutes without stopping, without a bunch of ums and all that. I knew exactly, and it was no notes. No notes. Trinidad saying Dodge looking into Lars Newbar. I love Lars Newbar. First of all, the name. Second of all, my youngest son loves Lars Newbar too. And plus he'd fit right in as a third Japanese player. So he'd be the third ninja that we talked about. But yeah, I agree the Giants are not going to trade us Snell. The Angels, I doubt the Angels trade us anybody. We're going to have to go way overboard. Now, if we go, hey, River Ryan for Blake Snell, they'd do it. But yeah. I'm going to go back to the top because there's been so much good chat. My goodness, thank you so much. My goodness, let's go to the top. And right at the very, very top, the one and only Nando 390. Dave Roberts can't manage a pitching staff. He has no feel for the game. Fire Dave Roberts. Good to see starting a number one leadoff Larry Nando. Go Dodgers from BC. Norm, yep, I started early. I saw you, and it's like I was already kind of getting rolling, and why not? Let's see. Previous positions from Norm. Upgrade infield position players with contact over power hitters and a high leverage reliever. SPs are not the highest priority. I think SPs are still terribly high priority in some ways. Good news. There was some good news. Let's look at the good news. We got to like a little bit of good news. I mean, geez Louise. Yamamoto will throw a bullpen session on Friday. I saw Yamamoto on Thursday when I had my pass, and he was going out there with his javelins, going out to throw those javelins. So that's good. And some more news. I mean, Dave Roberts said Max Muncy's hand strength is getting stronger. He's going to be coming back. Give him a couple weeks. I just want to be back by the August 21st when I will be at that game with my whole family, and my boys will be there and including their girlfriends. And they'll be the first time at Dodger Stadium for both the young ladies. And then manager Dave Roberts said, and this is the bad news: Max Muncy is stagnant. We're not getting Max back. I think that should be 100% on assumptions. So I'm also keeping please, as always, keep me posted if anything goes down. Dave Roberts did say River Ryan will get a third big league start, even with the Dodgers getting a couple of off days this coming week. I don't see why not. Yeah, and Dodgers, don't you dare skip people in this rotation. Keep them on. Who cares about the off days? Keep them on that pace. It's just silly. It's just stupid to do anything else. It's absolutely silly to do anything else. All right, back to the chat. Because I know the chat's going to be talking trades also. But yeah, I do think that the bullpen's in trouble. And part of it just Hudson's done a great job, but he's 37 and he breaks. Blake Trinan's done a good job, but he breaks. Evan Phillips is really struggling. He's really struggling. No depth of his slider. It's a lots of stuff, not mechanical. So I think stuff is fixable too, though. I mean, the Dodgers gave it to him, so maybe they got to get it back. Trey B, let's go. Michael Correa, Davis, so bad. Yeah. Trey B, Tim, we're gonna make a trade here soon. Please make a trade. Gosh darn it. Yeah, please make a trade, please. Yeah, like SDD with Arias, Arizona beat LA to AJ Puck, who I was hoping the Dodgers would get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was that trade. Diamondbacks have improved. Let's look at the trades so far. Yeah, it's one of the first real trades. D-backs get AJ Puck. Dodgers have Alex Vesia with giving up a home run on a less than 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Come on. Let's see. Davis bad, not gonna lie. I'm usually defending him. Man, has some feel for the game. Let the guys finish what they start. Yeah, I do go back to, I think he had the orders to pull him at 90. So now at the same time, he could go, well, just do it. Just let him go. Be a manager. I just think things are different these days. I think the energy ain't very masculine. Everyone wants to get along. And sometimes you got to step up and make a decision. Everyone needs to put their big boy pants on every once in a while and step out and get in trouble. It's okay. Get in trouble, Doc. Let's see. River Ryan with the Jesus shout out. Yeah. Yeah, yep. I didn't see that. I didn't see the interview. I'll have to see that because you can see at the end of my little chat with him, he had a little chalk. We talked about that beforehand. He's been more blatant in his faith. I'm on board with that. Good for him. Yeah, there's I don't know where Kirsten's at. That's I've never talked to her about that stuff. So happy for River Ryan. Yeah, I am too. Again, I did the video on Thursday. It was really good to catch up with him. I hadn't really spoken to him in a while since 2022, so it was good. He's never had a feel for the game. It's a weird thing. That's why you don't hire center fielder or outfielders to be your manager. You hire catchers. You don't hire third baseman either. You hire catchers or shortstops. Austin Barnes or Miggy Rowe, not Justin Turner. He is not a manager. He's not a guy you want pulling the levers until he can prove himself. But he's mostly a third baseman. I know he played some middle infield, but you give me a guy that shows that. And Austin Barnes, way to handle the pitching staff today. And by the way, shout out to Hunter Vidusha for getting called up. Let's hope he gets an at bat. I really do. I hate when they do that. I remember they had a guy 2016 when they made the trade for traded AJ Ellis. I can't remember the guy's name. Solis, something like that. Brought him up It was his major league debut. He had 1 day in the major leagues in his whole career. Didn't get in the game. Now I know why he didn't. It was that game. I think it was that game where frickin' that guy almost threw a no-hitter against the Dodgers and Seager broke it up. But that was that sucked. That guy never got to get in the major leagues. Never got his at-bat. I hate that. If you guys have his name, put it down the bottom. Congrats to Barnesy. Yeah, Barnesy. Yeah, two. I don't mind the analytics. What I think happens is they favor some analytics. There's some bias in there. Because if they really were looking at some things analytically, I think they'd have a 6-man rotation. A full 6-man rotation to give these guys a real break. I think that they wouldn't pinch hitting in the 5th inning, which happens sometimes. Didn't happen today, fortunately, but yesterday, some of that stuff happens. Pitch hitting in the 5th inning where you don't have any, like runners on base and less than 2 outs, and you're going the left, right, left, right, left, right. And I think Doc does that a lot, the automatic left, right, left, right. But today, of course, it was different. I think Vesey was the one warming up. Okay, straight up. He was the only guy warming up. That's why he was brought in with that 90-pitch limit. So but Vesey ain't it. Vesey ain't Vesey right now. Teoscar, yeah, I mean, these guys doing well. Ohtani with his 27th stolen base. What a player. Freeman is in coma. I think we're all a bit frustrated. Yeah, every fan base in the game thinks David's a bad manager. Yeah, the problem with Doc, there's a lot of bad managers out there. And, Doc is well liked. I have nothing against Dave. I think he's a great manager in many ways. But it's on the big stage where you just go, what are you doing? However, some of that isn't all Dave. Some of it is there's a plan. And I think before this game, they said no more than 90 pitches for River Ryan. I don't know what the deal was with yesterday with Robo, because he was only 80-something. He should have gone longer. One more guy. And to bring Phillips in when he's been sucking and go, oh, here, Evan, you got 2 runs, 2 guys on there. Just get out of it. You give him a clean inning to work through some things. You give him the bad part of the lineup, but no, gave him the 4th hitter. Yeah, that's a lack of feel. I thought Honeywell should have been brought in yesterday. He's been surprisingly effective. They do need to be careful with him, though. I mean, it's literally 4 arm surgeries on him. And I did talk to Honeywell on Thursday. His locker was right next to River Ryan's. I don't know, just a quick thing. When I was recording the River Ryan thing, I was trying to be real careful not to catch any inappropriate things with guys in the locker room. I start the video a minute in, and it's Glasnow. I mean, dude is just stripping down. I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't get it now. When I looked at the video, he was kind of in the corner, so I had to trim that stuff out because I'm not going to put, anyone on there. But it was kind of weird how that works. So I got to be, I'm trying to be real careful in the locker room. With Wrobleski's, there was, Rojas in the background in just a pair of shorts doing all sorts of stuff. But I didn't put mine out till I saw everyone else put theirs out. Kudos, Shohei. Yeah, Shohei also got that hit off of a lefty. Good to see. And I think you have to let these guys hit off lefties. The guys like Lux and Outman and Hayward. Just not every time. Leave that for the 8th or 9th inning. Or if it's, hey, bases loaded in the 5th inning, you're down by 1, and it's less than 2 outs. Oh, okay. I'll do that. But when it's like, okay, 2 outs and a guy on first. No, you don't pitch hit for him. Get Nico Horner, please. Yeah, I like that idea. He's just a really good fielder. I mean, I'm sure he could play third. The bullpen is overworked as it is. Yeah, it really is. It's a real problem. So you got to get. I think Michael Grove and Bruce Star will be coming up quick. Yeah, we talked about Ryan and Johnson threw hard, but they didn't. Not every pitch. Um, you never know how far these guys can go if you're always babying them. So I'm gonna again more defense here. For I'm just not totally agreeing, but I'm steel manning Dave Roberts and the management. River Ryan missed almost all of spring training in the first 2 months of the season. He is your number one pitching prospect. You need to baby him a little bit. Now, Wrobleski didn't need babying. Gavin Stone doesn't need babying. Landon Knack doesn't need babying. They really need to stop with Landon. And I'm bummed that he got sent down. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, my man. When Freeman was quiet, it means he's working, and he is. He is going. It's really a go big or go home because I know Casey took a little bit of crap, but I'm going to pull what Casey said. I forgot to bookmark it, but he had a good little sum up here. Dodgers day. There he is. So he had, I thought, just a good sum up tweet, but a little too optimistic for a lot of us. But and I think you can't make these. I'm just gonna say it's just what it is. Let's see. Yeah, trade deadline acquisitions. Oh, here we go. Clayton Kershaw, Bobby Miller, Mookie Betts, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Bruce Dark-Gratterall, Ryan Brazier, Max Muncy. And he says, hey, there's a lot of ifs. And, Freddie coming back. And, gosh, hey, everybody, can we just – I'm going to just do this. I'm going to take a minute. And this ain't going to be silent. I want to pray. We're going to pray for Maximus Freeman, and we're going to pray for the Freeman family. So if you can, it's going to look a little Catholic, even though I'm not Catholic, all right? But, hey, let's go with this, okay? Everyone just, whatever. Let's just take a minute. I'm going to pray out loud. Not long, but I think we should pray for this young man. I've been praying on my own, but here we go. Ready? In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the one and true God. Dear God, we just ask for a miraculous healing on Maximus Freeman. We ask for comfort to his family. We ask for anointing. If I had it, I would anoint his head with oil. But we pray, can't do that. Hopefully somebody has done that. We pray for healing. We pray for guidance from the doctors. We pray for all the nurses, the medication, all that stuff, Lord. We pray for comfort for the Freeman family. We pray that they are truly bathing in your love. So thank you, Lord. We know something good's going to happen out of this no matter what, but we just want to pray it specifically for little Maximus. Thank you, Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, in Jesus' name, the precious Lord. Amen. All right. I'm sorry if you're bothered by that. That's just is what it is. But we need to do that. If you're a praying type, go pray for him every once in a while. All right. Luxus, fool's gold. Oh, come on. I get you, Norm. But man, I'm hoping for him. He's a talented young man, and now he's feeling good. So I just hope so. We're definitely gonna check out the Baseball America updated prospect list. It is interesting. World Series or bust. Preach it, BC. Preach it. That's what it is. Hate to burst people bubble, but ever since extra wild card, Freeman hasn't made an impact move with the deadline. Stupid wild card. I hate these playoff formats. Makes me want to sometimes just bail. Happy Sunday. Yep. Young Yi. All right. Showtime. I checked it out, and all the Dodgers prospects are basically 50s, and that's it. That's their evaluation. They see him once or twice, and they do that. Good offensive defense. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Gavin was solid. Yeah, he was good enough, right? Unless Lancelin and Joey Calocanto's impact moves. No. And can we have those? Can we undo that? The rookies did hold their own against the Astros. Very happy with them. Trinidad, my man, the youngsters are stepping up right now. It's been great for them to get their feet wet and step up in big spots. And you know what? Some of them may need to be in big spots. But let's go back to Dodgers Daily. Okay, Clayton Kershaw looked good. Everyone was pretty happy with what we saw. Talked to Doug DMAC during the game. He said all his peripherals were looking good. Um, Bobby Miller, the best hope is bullpen arm. Mookie Betts, I'm not worried about. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, I am a little more confident. I'm over 50% that he'll be back. Brewstar, over 50% chance. Brazier, I think he'll be back. He's soon. Michael Grove's not on that list. He's soon. Max Muncy, I give it 25%. That's being optimistic. Sorry, folks. We need to make trades, but if these happen, so some of these do need to hit. If we get Kirsch, Betts, Yamamoto, and Gratterall, then we need a third baseman. And we don't need to get any starting pitching. We need that third baseman. And and you can never have enough pitching. I know that. So, but priorities. We really need a third baseman, I think, folks. Okay, what's the latest? Okay, people pushing their stuff out. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, great, fine. All right, back to the good stuff, which is known as the chat. Stone does need to get more Ks to succeed. I'm also worried about innings with him. Lux on base percentage, almost 300. But what's it been lately? He's doing better. The fact that LA hasn't given up on Lux at all makes me think his future's bright, not his little hitting streak. Lux exit velocity's way up too, not just stats. However, that home run was only 87 mile an hour exit velocity, which is classic. Brandon Combs' face pisses me off. Aw. It's funny. I don't agree, but it's funny. He just trying to talk like Andrew Freeman. It's hilarious. He's like he's a robot. He really is a clone, just bigger. Dodger Blue 82. Hey Tim, welcome back. Yes, good to be back. Ryan is looking solid. He's looking good. Biggio had a nice suit. Yeah, it's good to see him. Yeah, who's even left? I know Dodger friends finally get a win. Hey, Orlando, besides Flaherty, Kikuchi, Fetty, who's left? Well, there you go. I mean, it's Crochet. Okay, it is out. Okay, so Clint mentioned it. Yes, I will be live on the All Dodgers podcast with one of the two superstars of Dodger podcasts, Clint Pasillas. And also a great friend. I will be there about an hour and a half before the show starts, and yeah, and so I'm really excited about that. So we'll be on there, for about an hour and a half or so before the deadline, then a half hour or maybe even a little after, the way that might go. Lux attitude sparked a flame in some other guys, I felt. Oh, I hope that. So yeah, I just hope that. Lux is really. I'm gonna everyone. Hey, let's blame Clint in a good way. Clint Pasillas. He did his show and he kind of laid it out. He laid it out. I thought it was very well done. In fact, I texted him that I thought it was very well and very fair. He wasn't going just shredding him like used to happen on some shows. He was very kind to him. And all of a sudden, Lux starts getting good. So that was cool. Get Flaherty, man. Yeah, probably. Kikuchi's been awful. Yeah, I've said it before, but Miller should be trade bait. It's too late now. But he's been terrible, so it doesn't help his value. GMs are enamored with his stuff, so he can still bring in a good player. Yeah, we'll see about that. I know what you're saying, though. Norm makes a lot of sense. Roberts needs to stop taking out our pitchers. Well, I'll go 9. At this point, Lux at third. He can't play third. Can't play shortstop with Mookie's our second base, and Lux can't play second base. This Lux is an awkward fit. It is awkward, and regretfully, he's going to second, and Mookie's going to short. And here's why. And I think Doug may have said something about that. So, again, talking with Doug. And I go out to the field on Thursday to watch the pre game. And what position is Mookie Betts working out at? Is it second base? No. It's shortstop. He's going to come back as a shortstop. So I think kind of done with even talking. I mean, we'll talk about it, but I think that's it. Yeah, Lux's arm strength velocity at second base is like 8%. Who would you trade for Garrett then? I'm not big on Crochet. I'm just not. I will not trade for Crochet. Definitely am not trading River Ryan. Probably not Wrobleski. I'm not trading Stone. I'm not trading any pitchers that can help me right now because they need them, especially getting rid of Paxton, which was kind of weird. Crochet, though, young guys, the guys that are down below. Yamamoto schedule. Yep, that is great news. Scoob will give him dollars. Yep. And hey, and my guy, Javi Baez hit 3 home runs in 3 straight games. So there you go. Craig Osterberg in the house. Yeah, I wish MLB would live stream the ACL finals tonight. You'd think, right? I mean, there's some really good talent. Snell and Scott. We get Snell and Scott. I'm all in. Sammy Boy Smith. Let's go. SBS. You are SBS. Young E, Ryan is a keeper. Thanks, Madres. Yes, thank you. What a great trade. Did you guys hear that story that Joe told today? He said that the Dodgers had a Padre scout or former Padre scout that they'd hired, and he said, "Go get that guy. Go get this guy." He said the Padres weren't keeping him. They didn't think much of him. Yeah, everyone's getting relievers in multiple years, though, and that's making them expensive. Correct. Yeah, that's why Tyler. There's so many Scotts, but not Michael Scott. Tanner Scott. Yeah, that does help, but it's still going to hurt. But not as bad as getting Adam or that stuff it cost a lot too. Yeah. Facts, but since Freeman is a prospect hugger and Muncie's out for the year, we're desperate for third baseman. Yeah. That was one heck of an overpay for Adams. I agree. Adam. It's actually Adam. Isn't that weird? It's not Adams. It's Adam. I think the best trade possibilities are Eovaldi. Oh, yeah. I heard what are the Rangers going to do? Finnegan, Rengifo, Yandy Diaz. Where are you putting Yandy Diaz? Can he play third? Horner, yeah. Their depth and farm system is not the same in years past. So they have to call up some guys. No, I mean, but Dodgers, their pitching has developed really well for the higher levels. I know people are pissed off at Bobby Miller and stuff, but in general, not too bad, folks. But the trade depth is AA, single A, and below. Well, double A and below. That's where the real trade pieces are that's there. And the question is, does anyone want them? Does anyone care to go and say, give me a guy that's going to help me in 3 years or 2 years at the minimum? Yeah, so you got to think about that. I don't want to see Snell on the Astros or the Padres. I know. Don't be surprised. Padres are going all in. We see that right now. Yep, Phillies picked up Angels closer Estevez and gave up a lot. What about Snell? Yep. Preller will always replenish the farm system. He can scout. Yeah, Lesko has a 9 ERA this year. Can't throw strikes. But they also gave up, it wasn't just one guy. They gave up, three dudes. I thought I bookmarked. I got it here. Again, on my page here. I'm trying to keep every trade in here. Yeah, Homer Bush Jr. and J.D. Gonzalez were also in like the top 12, something like that. Yeah. Man, chat is good. Zaire Hope had a huge game. Yes, he did. He's a lot different than DePaula. He doesn't have the eye that DePaula has, but he's a better athlete. You're good with getting Fem and Robert. You mean Robert? I'm not about Robert. I'm just not. Hey, Trinidad, where do you have any information, Trinidad, a little bit more about Lars Nootbaar? I really think this organization will still have Mookie as shortstop. Yep, that's coming. Okay, Peek a Peep. You have hope on your short list of untouchables down the farm. Very good. Yeah, DePaula is taking some jumps. I mean, there's a lot of talent there. His dad put some cool stuff on Instagram. Look up Josue DePaula Jr. That's the dad's name, so Jose DePaula is probably a 3. His dad put some cool pictures of young Josue and stuff. I thought it was cool. Yep, I agree. Giants aren't going to trade with us. Orlando, I agree. Gut tells me the Dodgers don't pick up anyone significant. It's really a go big or go home. I wouldn't. I'm not. I am not picking up a Lance Lynn. I'm not trading any decent prospect for just a guy that's going to be a maybe make a difference in half a game. It's only difference makers. That's all I'm willing to give up this talent. I wait till the off season. I hate the idea of punting. It's not punting. It's hoping that the other guys get healthy and that they can get hot. Because you look at some of these other teams in the past. Let's go. Too many teams in the playoff mix, so their good players are either not on the block or they're asking for return superstar players. Very tough market. What Crochet did recently, Crochet is come back and bite them on the rear. Yeah, Crochet, that was stupid to say. I get it, though. He's already had Tommy John. He's only making $800,000. But he pooped the bed today. Teams getting closing if they have a closer. I know. Oh, they're not a fan of getting the youngie. They're not a fan of trading for closers, that's for sure. Freeman looking at Rich Hill. He's ready with defibrillator to try and bring him back to life. Please no. And like I said, I love Rich Hill. Dave and Freeman are pathetic, is what the Twitter trolls are telling me. I think they just need. I think there needs to be some new blood somewhere in there. Not saying you fire everybody, but you need to get another advisor that has a completely different perspective. I'm going to throw a name out there. Reggie Smith, Dave Stewart, guys like that. Someone to come and do, like when Farhan does get fired, do not bring Farhan back. I thought he did a great job. I think he's a good dude. We don't need any more of those guys who think all the same. Just can't do that. Robert should have been let go after 2021 postseason. Freeman just likes him because he doesn't say no. They are a team. I'm gonna leave it as kind as I can. They're a team. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, they're a team. But I do think another voice needs to be in there. A new voice inside their yed. They just need another opinion. Someone to shake it up. I know for me, I work as a software architect, right? I love it when someone from the outside comes in and starts giving their opinion. I like that. I don't agree with everything. And some of the stuff we can't do. But there's other stuff, man, they can make a change. I think there needs to be another voice. I volunteer to be that voice. I'm willing to step up and be that voice. But no, someone just get a little old school in there. Sosha, not as the manager, full stop, but as a voice. Get an old school or a different school. But get someone different in there. Okay. Okay, IFK then for third base. Yuck. Sorry. 2020. I think 2019 was terrible. 2022 was terrible. 2017, yeah. Okay, Dodgers. Yeah, I saw the Tommy Edman and Gallegos. I wonder if I'd love Lars Nootbaar. I'm going to break my TV when Brandon Gomes Freeman press conference post-trade deadline and say the guys coming off injury are deadline acquisitions. Yeah, and we all collectively throw up. But I got a bad feeling. I do. I would, but however, again, I'm going to say, okay, just to be very clear. Making trades just to make a trade is not good. I'm not willing to give up the prospects for a Lance Lynn type. No offense, Kike, Joe Kelly, Ahmad Rosario. Well, they got him for Syndergaard. And whoever else, I can't remember who else. Ryan Yarbrough. Those are fine players. We have enough of those. We already have a lot of those guys. Those are fine players. We don't need those. We need game changers. Go hard or go home. That's it. I need to get that on my list of sayings because that is go big or go home. Go big or go home. For sure, for sure, for sure. Where is that? Okay, let me get it in there. Go big or go home. And that's what I think they need to do with these things. Don't pussyfoot around. Don't try to say, well, we're going to try to make that trade for Alex Wood. No, go get Cole Hamels. And don't waste your time. Let's see. You predicted Yamamoto late August, which is let's hope so. Yeah, Bueller and Miller I'm not counting on. If anything, maybe we get some bullpen. IFK would help. I just what am I getting? Brandon Lowe. Can he play third base? Hey, Sean. Can Brandon Lowe play third base? Can Rich Hill play third base? Horner and Flaherty, go get him. I would take that. Muncy was short term anyway. Yeah, we need him. He used Murakami. I would give up this team not winning crap. Frodman failed this. These prospects that Freeman is hoarding better be stars. They better be. Stone, Wrobleski, and Ryan are certified keepers. Those kids thrive in the big moment. They're looking good. Lowe would be amazing. Greta will be back, and that's a positive. They're not call-up guys and gave them postseason roles last season. Now they are on the shelf this season. What a year it's been. I know. Vesia is gassed. I know. Let's do the things right. Let me get the right. Let's see. Let's get the right Brandon Lowe in there. Let's see what he does. What positions has he been playing? Yeah. Nickname Bam Bam. I like that. 30 years old. They have him at second base. We don't need a second baseman. The question is, how much fielding experience does he have at third base? Nothing in his major league career, so that's a non-starter. It's a non-starter, I think. Gavin Lux is the second baseman. Mookie Betts is the shortstop. If for some reason Lux fails, Mookie may go to second or Rojas goes to second. Mookie wins. I'm just putting it that way. Again, where's that voice? You tell Reggie Smith or Dave Stewart, this is what I'm doing. I'm the shortstop. I'm the this. I'm the that. You may get punched. Let's see. Yeah, Gradwell should be back. Man, he fell apart. But yeah, it'd be so good to have him back. He was so good late into last year. Guarantee the prospects won't be better than Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, all over 30 running out of time. That's gotta happen. I agree with this. That's why it's go big or go home. Prospects can do the average thing. We need the big stuff. Vestibulos, yeah, fastball, yeah. You are seeing that correctly, Orlando. Hugs and kisses don't win championships. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little. Okay, what's his name? Ramirez, the hug guy, right? He'd been doing really well after the hug. Then I did an article about him, or did a show about him, and he went to crap again. So Red Sox have him now. I would argue Knack has been better than Stone in the last 3 starts. The only problem with Knack is they just pull him so quick. Freeman riding Ned Colletti's coattails. When's a reporter going to call him out on his bust prospects over the year? Hey, Ned had some good ones, and I might be interviewing Ned pretty soon. Just dropping that out there. Any hope Wheeler will be back even as a reliever? Well, it's a bad start the other day, that's for sure. Still not sold on Knack. His soft body physique scares me. He's been losing weight. Bueller offers nothing right now. He continues to get pushed around the minors. It's true. Guy was gassed, passed over in the draft for a reason. Stone has proven he can get through 6 innings. They just got to be careful. I just think he's getting tired because of body shape. Skeens has a gut. Schoolball has a belly too. Yeah. Glasnow, yeah. Glasnow and Fernando Valenzuela back in the day. He's about a third. He's about 2/3 of the man he was then. He doesn't even look recognizable. Yep. Glasnow and Kershaw against the Padres. Let's go. No, Nak's a good dude. He's a really good dude. He was called up products to see what they have from year to year. Their depth in farm is not the same in years past. Pitching wise, it was, but now there's a 2-year gap in there. There's not a ton of guys coming up to help next year. Let's put it that way, that aren't already on the roster or have been on the roster. Give it 2 years, that's a different story. But that's why they got to go big or go home the next 2. That's why I said there's a 2-year window, 24 and 25. You have to go big or go home. That's why you frickin' should have signed Blake Snell. That's what you do. You sign Blake Snell. When you have a roster doing what it's doing, you sign Blake Snell. Yep, Hep is right. All the position players have promised that the Dodgers are all 19 or younger. By the time they're ready, Mookie will be 35 years old. Yep. Trade him now. Trade him now and get some big talent if you need to do, I think. Empty the farm if you have to for Cy Young or MVP. I agree. Yeah, we got to do it now. Keep hearing there's innings. How do you get to 200-plus innings if you don't throw more innings in previous years? Well, I mean, I'm with you on this. They build guys up, but Glasnow's already over his career high, so it's a build-up thing. It's a build-up. You don't just go, hey, Glasnow, you high of 120, now you're going to be good again. Even though you had the time off, probably could have used another week or 2. Oh, awesome. We set a club record today. Most strikeouts ever in a 3-game series by our hitters. Thanks, Outs and Pajes. But at least, hey, Outman had a home run today. I always like Grove. Me too. I wonder who gets booted when Gratterall returns. Grove, they may keep in AAA. I agree with that. There'll be, put Evan on the IL. That's the way to do it. Let him find his stuff again. The amount of progress Ryan has made since being converted to the mound has been amazing. Kid was meant to pitch. Padres already gifting him the Dodgers. Yeah, and I talked to Ryan about that, River, and he did say the Padres are looking at him as a 2-way guy. Dodgers said no. Let's see. Yeah, the Trolls were letting Casey have it. I know, I saw that. Klein, man. My man Klein's. Kevin's a great troll. He's right out there at the top. Now he's back on the farm in the story. The only reason Nak's back on farm is because they're trying to bring guys back, but he's been very valuable. Oh, this is a great question. Why do the Dodgers prospects not break out until they're 25 to 27 when Miguel Cabrera did at 20 for the Marlins and they were in the World Series? That is a great question, and I think there's people on this chat, like hepatitis see you later, but number 1 on this. Draft high school guys. Because what they do, they draft these guys that are 21 years old, 22 years old, and they don't bring them up till they're 26 or 27. What a waste. You're missing so much of their prime. So much. Because their prime doesn't come till later because of the development. So that's why I've been hoping they rush guys like Josue. I think he has the talent to do it. I think rushing, get him up. Get him up soon. Beginning of next year. Get him up. No more of this stuff. He's good enough. So find a spot. Figure that out. I think that's a great question, BC. And I don't mind trading guys. Prospects are for playing or for trading. Play them or trade them, right? So, but hoarding them and holding on to guys as they get older. The Michael Busch, that was handled so terribly. And like many would say, why not draft Gunnar Henderson? And to be honest, the guy that deserves a shot at third base right now is Cody Hosey. And he's been injured, so it's a different story. But, yeah. This all comes back to the decent players to use last postseason. Now they're on the shelf because of preservation. A year can change it. It's all about calling guys up. You got to call them up. Well, they did that also in 2022. They're playing a bunch of dead men walking out there instead of guys like Outman and Vargas. At least those guys were healthy. The guys they put out there with JT, Lux, and Taylor, they're dead men walking. They were not healthy. They should not have been. They should have all been not on the roster. And I like those guys, but yeah. Let's see. No, Knack used to be even bigger. So he's lost a lot of weight, worked on his nutrition. He's getting there. Showtime, they weren't all trolls. There's really a lot of valid concerns about the FO decision. There's both, right? There are definitely some good trolls out there. Let's see. Sue and Freeman will be back next year. Let's hope so. Let's just hope everything's good with that. Dodgers been doing the injured players at deadline. Yeah, we're tired of that. They did not have a first-round exit in 2021. They went big, and they just ran out of health. Yep. Kids' health is the priority. Exactly. Take all the time you need. Go get Burger. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Philip. Thanks for the reminder. Jake Burger. What is Jake Burger up to? But my only question with him is, does he hit against anyone else other than the Dodgers? Right? He's a Miami Burger. 28 years old. Look at that. I like that face. Like he's just ready to mash. I do it. His stats aren't outstanding. I just freaking do it. I just do it. If it doesn't work, throw him in the minors. I don't care. But why not? I don't know enough about his fielding. I don't feel like looking all that up right now. But his fielding percentage at 923 is not good. So he's playing a lot of first. But I'm like, why not? You put him at third, and if Muncy comes back, great. If not, he plays 7 innings, and then you bring in Taylor or Kike or someone else to play defense. Jake Burger, let's go. I'm text Doug that. Where is he at? D-Mac. Jake Burger. Right now. There we go. All right. But yeah, they're desperate at third base. It's that bad. Yeah, see, right, Philip? I talked about that. Screwball and the bad contract. You just do it. And get more. But take as much as you take as much of that contract on and do it. Make it happen. I do think, I hate throwing young guys' names out there, but I do think a guy like Bobby Miller, people would still be looking at that. Freeman uses not winning the World Series in 2021 as an excuse not to making huge moves. Part of those mistakes was because of what they did with their pitching. They just because everything piles upon each other. They broke Buehler because of Scherzer. They broke Scherzer because he had to get that save. They should have waited till he should have went a long way, but before we pitched again. But those were Band-Aid moves, yep. But they lost 3 Cy Young winners. They were still good acquisitions. They did. No, and remember, it piles up being Kershaw going out in the last weekend of the season. Muncy going out. They had everything lined up. That was a great team. But then by the time everything lined up and, JT went out, I mean, it. Um, let's see. Hot take. I hope so. Luck's going to hit 280 by the end of the season. Well, that's what we're hoping for. Freeman still thinks he works for the Rays. Lux winning bag tells. I'd like Lux. I'm hoping so. You never believed Dodgers were contenders last season. Freeman could have sat that one out. Yeah, I never said that publicly, but it's true. I may have, but their pitching wasn't strong enough. Lux, another player of the week, been doing well. Ooh, fire take. If I had the Doug McCain thing, someone remind Freeman, even if they trade DePaula, they can sign the guy they hope DePaula can become and Juan Soto. Lex keeps moving up. They have no chance at Soto. Never say never with this team. Miller not looking good, and Bruce Starr is looking real good. Okay, good. Yeah. Padres would have been a great... Paredes, yeah. He would have been a good pickup. Yeah, I'm with you. For some reason, it doesn't sound like they had big offers in, according to Juan Toribio. So if you want to know about a Dodgers and Rays trade, there's one guy that knows, and that's my guy, Juan Toribio. You know why? Who did he work for before the Dodgers? The Rays. He's plugged in. He's plugged in more than any of those national guys, except maybe Passan, he is what he is. Yep. If the Dodgers eat Baez's contract, the quality of the prospects goes down. But that is an albatross contract. Not for this team. It's not my money. Let's go. The only long-term deals are Ohtani, Mookie, and Yamamoto. Freeman's got 3 years after this. Still don't know why Roberts had Lux batting ninth. They're just going. I mean, they want to be careful with Lux. Now it throws them at third. And at third in the spot. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Snell goes to Houston or San Diego. It's going to be ugly. I agree. Block that trade. Yeah, go hard after Snell. Snell is, of all the pitchers, other than Skubal, Snell's the guy. Anyway, we get Skubal. Only way is if we go in and take Baez also. Yeah, Glasnow 4 years after this year. Baez, I don't care about the Baez contract. Take it. I wouldn't shut the door on Soto. I wouldn't either. When you consider all the expiring contracts, could fit them. They can figure it out. They can figure it out. It just has to make Boris happy. Okay, what do we got here? Doug's got info, but I gotta ask if I can say it. What about folks? All right, let's do another search here. My microphone keeps falling down, so sorry about that. Oh, never mind. We're not going to talk about that one. All right. But he's not out on Burger. He's not out on that. He didn't say no, he didn't say yes. So, keep your eye open. Let's hope that they do something. They gotta figure something out, right? They gotta figure something out. Trey B, you're correct. Wouldn't be hurt by this point. I wonder if Shohei is having Angels flashbacks. Nah, but at least, hey, we do know this. As long as Shohei stays healthy, he's playing in the playoffs this year. Need Tanner Scott. That's got to happen. Okay, hepatitis. Oh, shoot, it jumped. Sorry. Because there's so much. You guys are good. This is one of the best. Man, you guys have been covering a lot. Whew. Man, you guys are just all over. Okay, I'm gonna start working a little backwards, right? Um, let's see. Every time I hear about Jake Berger, I think of that angry White Sox. Jake Berger. Let's see. Not my money. I know. Hey, I've actually been thinking about that. My wife loves D. Who doesn't love D-Mac? Come on. Yeah, we got Nick Ahmed in a trade as a free agent. He was sitting at home in Arizona. I wanted to talk to him. I know he's a good Christian. I wanted to talk to him, but I didn't get a chance. Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of look at for predictions. I kind of like those. Norm says I'm going to go with an out of box prediction: Finnegan from the Nats, or Rengifo from the Angels, or Diaz from Tampa, or Eovaldi. Give me all of them. But Eovaldi is my and a third baseman. I like the Eovaldi. That's Eovaldi. Yeah. Wait, what? Dodger fans on Twitter found Freeman's phone number? No, I hope not. Oh, that would be terrible. Taylor done for the season? You think so? Let's see. Damon Keith, I'm a fan of Damon Keith also. Sorry about that. What Cody Hosey always reminds you of Gunnar Henderson. It should. Hope Freddie will be emotionally affected. He'll be fine. So, yeah. Yankees targeting. Yeah, the Yankees they're gonna be super active. See, Hep, we're on the same page, right? No intention of trading rushing. You should play him at third or left field. Cartaya. Let's see. Yep, call me crazy, but given how fast he's moved the system, if not traded, Jose can debut. Why not Jose? Yeah. Oh, I love Pat Murphy. I like it's just a different get a different person in there. I just need a manager like him. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Gonsolin and 2-block AAA guys for Snell, and the Giants say no. They're going to go, no, we want Josue DePaula. Okay, chat. Would you trade to the Giants Josue DePaula in a Blake Snell deal? Put it in the chat. Would you make that trade? Let's see. I'm just refreshing the Twitter machine. Nothing much. Yeah, people saw the Heyman stuff. Yeah. Absolutely not. No chance. Okay, you think Dodgers? Norm says that. Yeah, Rosarena. That was a guy that a lot of us liked. I wasn't heartbroken. But yeah. So a lot of no's. Okay, just checking. I don't want Farhan back. We need another type of philosophy to be an influence. Keep everyone you've got. Keep everyone you've got in your front office. But just add a different voice. A voice with authority. Not a clone. Not another person that believes exactly the same way as Andrew Friedman. You need contra voices. You need that. Management 101. You don't want all a bunch of yes men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, right? I think a lot of you would agree with that. You don't want all yes men. And I think that's a problem right now. I think there's a lot of yes men in this organization. So I think that's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, former Tampa Bay manager on the mix. Yeah. No Roberts clones, none of that stuff. Get somebody with another voice, preferably some type of catcher. I'd prefer a recent guy, but not too recent. Somebody that's maybe retired within the last 10 years, maybe. Ooh, man, Doom Sal, Mike Salas coming in hot. Give up DePaula and rushing for Snell. Ooh, I don't think Dave likes controversy. True. I think a lot of us don't. Let's see. Not heartbroken, huh? What was that one? What was that one related to? Well, I still wanted him, but it wasn't heartbreaking. And the fact that I don't know what they gave up for him. So it kind of is that. And, looking back at it, he can't play center field. He's not really that good of a right fielder. But I do like the presence. Don't be prisoners of the moment. Look at that. But the moment is a year and a half. The moment is a year and a half. That is, I think that's true. The moment is a year and a half. After that, who knows? Yeah, Rosarena would have liked to have him. Is he the guy that makes all the difference? No, but he would have been nice. Just read that Socha is set to manage international baseball coming up. Good for him. I like Socha. I just don't want him managing a team, my team, because he's too old school. But I would like to have that extra voice. Chase Utley, yeah. Remember, he was supposed to be in the organization. Did Snell really turn down more money from the Dodgers? I would just go, I don't know, 209. I honestly don't know, but just going, he's a Boris guy? Heck no. Heck no. Yep. Ohtani's here to win World Series. They got a lot of good. Brandon Gomes was a major league pitcher. Dave Roberts was a pretty good ball player for a little bit. The former bench coach, the catcher. Oh my gosh, can't remember his name. Our former bench coach. Ugh, he's still on the staff. I can't remember. Keep wanting to say Brenly. It's not Brenly. But he was a former major league catcher. Mark Pryor. So they've had those things. Yeah. You got them all winning it next year. Man. My ears are getting a little tired. I'm gonna take these off. So hopefully the sound doesn't go bad, but it's just too tight on my ears. Yeah, Utley would be good, but I know he's raising his kids, and so I don't know if he's into it yet. But I do like that idea. That's a really good idea. Utley. Yeah, that's my question about Yandy Diaz. Scott Boras would sell his mother for the right price. I'm with you, Lashiva. Barnesy is my future manager. Barnesy or Miggy Rowe? I kind of look at it right now. I think I'd go Miggy Rowe as my manager, with Barnesy as my bench coach, with Justin Turner around, maybe more in the front office. I don't know. And hey, shout out to Justin Turner again for his baby. Congratulations. It's so cool. Love to see the babies. The fact that he didn't do it when he was with the Dodgers is just shocking, because the Dodgers have had a million babies. Yeah, Barnes is the guy. Yeah. No. Yeah, Snell is a 3-month rental. Oh, good. D-backs lose. That's good news. Thank you for that. So the Dodgers get a game back on both those clowns. Yeah, Mickey Rose is really good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's do some stuff. Let's do some other stuff. Let's do some other stuff. Um, back to X. Back to my bookmarks. There was, because this I thought was good. This is interesting. So I didn't publish it. So Baseball America, it's not my fault. Here we go. Baseball America has updated their Dodgers prospect rankings. Blake Harris, thank you very much. Number 1, Dalton Rushing. Number 2, Josue De Paula. Number 3, Tayron Lorenzo. Number 4, Alex Freeland. Number 5, Justin Wrobleski. This is an interesting one. They're really wrong here. Who are they missing? 6 is Zaire Hope. 7, Eduardo Quintero. 8, Kellen Lindsey. Our new shortstop, first-round pick, Yoendi Vargas. Number 9, Landon Knack, 10th. Who is missing on this list? Who's missing? Come on. Wishing nothing but the worst to the Diamondbacks and the Padres. Yep. Lipsius? No, he's not a prospect. Who is it? Come on. Come on. Okay, Landon Knack's on there. Justin Wrobleski's on there. Who is missing? River Ryan. River Ryan is one of the top 3 prospects. I don't know what Baseball America was smoking with that one. They just missed. So don't trust these lists, but they're fun. I got Freeland has really worked himself up, which is good. I like that. I'm all happy for that. Lindsey above Uendre is crazy. Yep, Ferris and Morales for sure, but mostly. Oh, I don't even worry about Frasso because he's so broken right now. So it doesn't matter, Hopefully next year he's a big contributor. Yeah, they don't know Ball, no Ryan. River Ryan's got to get another 40 innings to be off this list. Jackson Fair has been really good. Quintero, I thought Quintero was in there. Yeah, Quintero's there. Emil Morales. He's got like 7 or 8 home runs over down in Dominican. It's pretty cool. So nice try, Baseball America. But as I look at this list, that's not good. River Ryan is obviously a top prospect. Even before he was called up, they blew that one. So somehow, I don't know how they did that, but Landon Knack is still on the list, not for long. Maybe that's who you're talking about, Mike. He's like, I think 5 or 6 innings away from being off of it. I think Wrobleski will be off it this year because he's making so much progress, and I think he'll get plenty of action. Blew it, Baseball America. Okay. River Ryan is the man, including Ryan and Frost. So we've had 31 players on the IL this year. 31. Yeah, that's bad. It feels like almost, 9/10 of them are all pitchers. Yeah, Ferris is just climbing. Maddox Bruns, still haven't heard anything yet about that. Alberta's not on there. I want to see let's just take a look about stuff. Oh, Muncie wants to go manage? Okay. Noah Miller's Noah Miller's probably probably the best glove out there for the Dodgers minor league system. Yep, Cartaya's out. Vargas and Outman, I don't know. It's a great question because they got some they've gotten a lot of major league stuff, and they've had their moments, but good and bad. I want to take a look at Dodgers 2080. Let's go. Let's see if Pipeline's changed their list yet, because hopefully they've thrown in at least the draft picks. Oops, that's the transactions. Nothing. Bolivar, the guy they got for Paxton. Good for them. I'll take it all day, every day. We got some. The fact they got some for James Paxton, and that worked out just fine. I have no problems with that move, the trade. Hopefully we don't get with our pants out. Although we have to trade for freaking Lance Lynn. Okay, this is still way out of date. Yeah, they don't have the draft picks in here. Bummer. And we looked at this before, so I'm not going to go over it again. Well, wait, it's going to change soon. All right, what's up, chat? Yeah, Edgardo Enriquez missing. The only problem with Edgardo is they're making him a closer, and closers very rarely will make it up there. I did look at the Fangraphs list because they updated it recently. We can take a quick look at that. But yeah, I didn't like their previous one. Let's go to it. I know. I re-looked at what they had. How about that? Dodgers prospects. I looked at their list again just to give them a fair, because I really kind of lit them up. No, it hasn't changed in a bit, it looks like. Yeah, so I'm not... Oh, they do have this one. Top 100. Huh? The board. All right, let's take a quick look here. Where's our Dodgers? DePaula at 16. Yep. River Ryan 21. See, these guys, they got those guys right. They have rushing at 37, so that's 3 in the top 40. It's pretty good. Let's see, and I did see this list, so I just didn't bookmark it. The lads. Where's another lad? Tyrone 73. Eduardo Quintero 91. There we go. So they're kind of getting in there. Let's take a quick look at if we can just do updated. Does it have the Dodgers only? Oops. Oh, it's being silly. Try it again. Take that filter off. All right. All right. Oh, they have Kyle Hurd at 103. Can you guys see this? Let me get back at it. All right, we already saw this. So this is where okay, here we go. So Kyle Hurd at 103, and he's out. Tommy John, that's another big arm we're losing. Yoandre Vargas, they have him at 7. 8 is Morales. 9 Frosto. 10 Wrobleski. 11 Lindsay. 12 Cartaya. 13 Peyton Martin. 14 Hubick. 15 Osorio. 16 Ferris. I think that's too low. Maddox at 17. Just got to get him healthy. Kopp, big reliever. Yane, big reliever. Enriquez, big reliever. That's 3 really big relievers. I think Duran might be a reliever, so that's 4 huge relievers. Hyun-Suk Chung, 22. Fiducia, 23. Sweeney, 24. Miller, 25. Albertus, 26. Way off. 27, Munoz. Tierro, 28. Let's see. Where we got? Ramos, 31. He's not for long. I'm going to make a sandwich. Galiz, Madison Jeffrey. Okay, they got Chase Harlan in there. Dylan Campbell, Wepf, reliever, Murillo, reliever, Jacob Wright. Didn't they just draft him? Ben Kasparias. Come on, Ben. Freeland. They got him way down at 40. It's kind of interesting. Jose Rodriguez, Campos, Gauthier, Wyatt Kroll. They don't have Luke Fox in here. So, all right. Okay, I'm tired. Been about an hour and 25. Yeah, Ryan Ward needs to be traded. Could the Dodgers take Taylor off the 40-man knowing no one will pick him up and open a spot for either a minor league player to fill or a player arriving in an upcoming trade? Or it could go on the 60-day and you're done. Let's see. Well, Barnes has been batting .281. He's been good. Betts, Freeman, Will Smith all have low bat speeds according to StatCast. Those three are notorious postseason chokers. Yeah. You think bat speed correlates with postseason success, good pitching? I do, because it seems like you got a lot of guys coming in with a lot of heat. And, yeah, just tag me on Twitter. All right. Oh, very cool. Yeah, Rivers really grown in his faith. Thank you for tagging me on that. I'll read that later. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get bat on the ball. Is that Freeman? Yeah, but it's just he's older now. He's 34. Yeah, Smith he's got to be tired. I would, for a few games, I'm every other gaming Will and Barnesy. I'm hearing a sound. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's in the background. Yeah, Barnesy's fine. It's good to see. Doesn't throw very well. So, yeah. The whole Taylor thing, I mean, he's playing some decent 30s. He's playing better, and then he gets hurt. He got hurt running out of double. So, but yeah, with Freeman, he is 34. Things are different. But the good thing about Freeman, he's not all in on every pitch for hitting a home run. He goes with the pitch. You saw some of those great at-bats he's had this year so far. Just phenomenal. I really like it. Okay. Friedman on Fraud Watch. I like that one. That's pretty good. Maybe my next maybe that's my next headline on the trade deadline. I might steal that. I gotta write that down. That's really good. Let's see. Of course, with credit. Hep C. Friedman on Fraud Watch. Well done. He is an athletic 34 in some ways, but still. Bat speed is important. Yeah, please make those trades today or tomorrow, and then one big final one right before they play the Padres. Let's have another Rosenthal one. Well, Rosenthal, remember, the Padres are close to getting Max Scherzer, and the Dodgers go and get not only Max Scherzer but Trey Turner. Showtime he's only imitating people. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. All right, folks. Really good chat, man. My chat rate 6. That's a really high one. Has Freeman locked up Teo yet? Easiest move we can make her out. I got to be honest with you. I don't do more than a 1 or 2 year extension with him. That's it. Well, remember they get on a plane, Mike. So who knows? Everyone's got to, I got a glimpse of that in the clubhouse on Thursday. They were leaving, after the game. They were flying out to H-Town. And, all the bags are lined up. Everyone's getting their equipment. Guys are taking their bats to certain places. It's just amazing, all that stuff that they do. And it gets all lined up, and it gets lined up in the clubhouse and lined up outside, and there's just all this stuff going on. They get really busy. Teo, I don't know, man. He can take, if he takes a big enough discount, fine, but they can handle that in the off season. That's not something I'm worried about. And I thought, was there a clause that says they couldn't use the QO on him? So I don't know. If they can use the QO on him, let's go. Yeah, I love the guy. I think he's been a very important player, but he's 31. You never know what's going to happen with these guys. You just don't, the health and all that stuff. It's one of those things with ball players. The Dodgers know what they got. They're learning him a lot. I like him. And I hope we keep him. Yeah, thanks, Norm. Yeah, it's always great having you out there. Big contributor to the chat. All right, aloha. I think I've got Scherzer just to block SD. Oh, that was a big one. They needed that. Freeman also made a fake push for Soto, driving with the trade price. He does SD dirty. Of course he does. Teo wants to be well, if he wants to be a Dodger, he'll be a Dodger. I guarantee that. If he really wants to be, he will be. But yeah, well, I really wanted Soto. Look at the players that they could have, the top prospects of the time. Someone had a really good thing of all what the top prospects since 2020 have done. And don't hold on to all of them. Play them or trade them. But they're not, 1 in 10, they're going to be really good for us. That's just, So, all right. Thank you, everybody. As always, I definitely appreciate you. Check me out. I will send the link out, of course, on my channel. I'll just do a little thing with with the URL for when we're going to start. Really appreciate it. Thanks for Pika Pete for being a big contributor today. I appreciate it. Let's go. But thank you very much. Trade deadline's coming. What is in your cap? Huh? That's Joe Kelly. It's the one and only. Mariachi Joe. Mariachi Joe, see? That's him. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. As always, thank you so much. God bless. Or go. And, not or. Start over, Rogers. Thank you very much. As always, God bless. And go Dodgers.